I can't believe this is actually ending. Next, you know, life turned up for the better. That's what I was doing. That's why this makes sense, or like that's why. Hey, wait a minute. Hold on, bro. This is episode 6, right? Is this the season finale?
Yeah.
Hello.
They said we couldn't do it. Wah, 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 wah.
They didn't believe in us.
They didn't believe in us.
God did.
Nah, man. Hey, first, man, shout out to the team. Season 3 finale, unrehearsed.
Come on.
Pew, 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 clap, clap,
Clap it
soundboard, all of that stuff. Don DeMarco. Nah, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in, bro. We appreciate y'all tuning in for real. It's your boy, Deshaun.
Demiere, right?
And we got a special guest, friend of the pod, friend of everybody up in this room.
Facts.
Make some noise, soundboard noise, for TJ McCarty, bro.
Yeah. How you feeling, gangster?
Chilling, man. Happy to see y'all.
Come on.
It's a
Come on.
panel of artists up in here.
Yep.
TJ also is in the music. Tell the folks what you do. I don't want to steal all this. Tell the folks what you do.
Appreciate you.
What's your
Sing.
elevator pitch? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Sing, rap, working on the harmonies. You feel me? You need a little background vocals for a live show. My intonation is A1.
Ooh.
Google intonation if you don't know what that word means.
Syllables 2. Intonation. Count it. How many was it?
Yeah.
Tell your mom about it.
Hey, you feel me? And spell it for the folks that don't know how to.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You put me on the
Spell it
spot.
for the folks.
He had your back, and then it was like.
He's about to Google it right now. He's about to do it.
Mind you, he already
Okay.
You said intubation, intonation. That's a whole nother word.
Incubation.
He's like, wait a minute, he didn't use that word correctly.
I'm fucking weak.
Yeah, you know intonation, bro.
Facts,
the rise
facts.
and fall of a pitch in the person's voice during speech.
Exactly.
On
I just
GOD.
It's basically a big word for me to say. I be singing in tune type shit.
Wow, man, we're happy to have you here, bro.
Appreciate
Something that
you.
we've been working on for a minute.
Yeah,
trying
facts.
to piece it together for a minute.
But we
and
here.
We finally here, bro. I'm
did it.
happy, in particular, to have you here, to have you both here, obviously, because I'm just thinking about the work that we just did recently.
Man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was just up in here
Yup.
recording Say the Word.
Yeah.
If it ain't out yet, stay tuned.
Yeah.
You know, me and Demiere just linked up and recorded New Attitude.
Yeah.
Both them records just got sent off at the time of us filming this. Both them records just got sent off to mixing and mastering, bro.
There we
Come
go.
on now.
You know what I mean?
Not to mention D&I's tape just got finished mixing.
Oh, word. Oh, word. See, I was gonna
The
get
whole
into it.
tape.
I was gonna get
Check
into it.
mark.
I was gonna set it up and then we was finna get into it.
7-piece chicken nugget.
Seven
on,
piece. You feel me? Well, let's
Two sauces.
Let's
So we
just
all
get
sauce.
right into it then.
So we all working. Yeah. Oh, he's ready to
Asking
go.
for extra.
Yeah, I'm loving the collaboration, bro. I was gonna set it up and just get right into it,
Yup.
but let's just get right into
Let's
it.
get
You
right
already- let's get
into it, bro.
You know,
My
y'all
fault.
have been. No, it's good. Y'all have been dropping singles as of late, 2 in particular. You know what I mean? Just how did all of this? Because y'all talk about y'all got a collab tape. I was gonna segue into all of that, but now we just here. It's out there.
We here.
It's out here. Breaking news. You know what I'm saying? Collab tape on the way.
Would have never believed it.
Collab tape with them on the way. I got records with them on the way. It's just we've been linking up, working together. Just tell us about the tape. Honestly, just tell us about it.
Yeah.
What can we expect?
Teach.
How did
Tell us
this
about
come?
the tape,
Let's start at
Tell
the
us about the
beginning.
tape.
How did this
Come
come
together,
together? How did
man.
this come
I-
together?
I-
Then
What's
we'll
the
get into
conception of
I
this, brother?
can't wait to tell this
Yeah.
story a million times.
About
This
the
one in
intonation.
particular- That's right. That's right.
Yeah. What is the incubation? Hey, that actually might work now.
Hey, the project has been incubating for a little bit. That's
Yeah.
true.
On
That's
GOD.
true. You feel me? But yeah, man, the top of 2025. I was working on Tiny Desk contest. My girl told me I should enter it, and I was just like, I mean, I got a couple of songs, And I don't know. I have homies that play instruments, but like I don't know. Like I've been kind of out of the game for a second, just as far as like taking a personal hiatus. I had dropped my debut tape in middle of 2024, but really all of that was done by the top of 2024. So I hadn't really been working, hadn't really been doing any shows. Was in between just a bunch of life stuff and just didn't have time for the music, which it happens to everybody, right? And so I was like, I don't know. She was like, dude, all you need drums, keys. Like I can play the keys for you and bass. And let's just do it. And I go, okay, first person I think of when I hear bass is this boy to my left right here, Demiere right. Gave him a call, and he was like, yeah, it's good, bro. Little did I know, he puts down the phone, and he's like, damn, man, I haven't touched the bass in a year. Little does he know, I'm like, damn, I haven't really done any like recording in a year. I haven't done any performance in a year. So we link up, we walk in. He walks into my crib and we have that exchange and we just start dying especially because the last time we had really done something outside was together. And so he hosted a show that he had me open up for. And it literally was almost a year to the day where we had reconnected. And so we had both stopped music and then we had both started music up again because of that moment.
It was like the same catalyst.
For real.
But like being present of the catalyst in the catalyst. Like it wasn't like
crazy.
We weren't aware and it was like, oh, it's kind of cool. And it was like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like I can't believe it. Like we both are like to the outside world, it would seem like, we just kept it going.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, music is like kind of like riding a bike. You know what I mean? It's like you could be away from it, but in reality, you were just like getting stronger. So when you get onto the bike, now I could even go for longer. Even though I wasn't riding bikes, I was still in the gym.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, just that life experience, bro, just help you. Right. And so then we find out, because I just moved to Pitt, and then we found out we live like less than 10 minutes away from each other. We're like, bro, let's do something. And so he would just come over. And I'll say this till I'm blue in the face, bro. Demiere's superpower is ideation, bro. That boy came through and is like, I have this hook, I have this beat, And man, by the time we blinked, and it's probably like a month and a half, 2 months. And we had seven tracks.
Yeah, 7 songs.
Quickest I've ever made a project. Quickest I've ever made a project. It was like, it could not have been more than 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single time I came over, it was a new song.
Dude. Wow. And we finish. That's the other thing too. Like we would finish the songs, right? Like, because it's one thing to start 7 songs, but really like pen to pad, start to finish. He even has a video of me writing out voice memos. It's so sick because my back is to the camera, and so you can see me writing on my notes, and you can see the I'm shifting lines, and and then we really lock in and we perform the whole thing for the very first time, how it is, how you hear it. Obviously we re-recorded it, but like you hear it for the first time on camera, and it's just like a crazy moment, bro.
Caught you in action.
For real.
That's crazy. So, I like how y'all just when the spark was there, y'all just kept adding fuel to it and just kept going.
Strike while the iron's hot, man.
For real, it's like that.
And it was stupid hot just because, again, we hadn't even done it at all. So it was kind of like,
let alone kicked it. Like we hadn't seen each other for a year.
So that's interesting because like with me, like if I'm in say the early stages of that, I'm thinking, well, what's the chemistry gonna be like? If I haven't been on my grind in a year, I'm thinking I might be rusty. And if they ain't been on their grind, then we both rusty. And if we just ain't kicked it on just some life stuff, I'm like, it's the chemistry good. Are we rusty chemistry? How? It sounds like there was no rust, there was no issues there. It sounds like I just hit the ground running.
I think what I would say is like the life experience, since we both had like such a similar feeling, and I think too, like it wasn't just like, oh, I'm coming with these songs and then it's just like, oh, we just go and it's a flow state. It was more like we did voice memos and it went really good, and I didn't have anything else, and it was so good that it was like, oh, now we're kicking it again. We're like we're chopping it up now. So it's like, okay, we do voice memos. We have such a great night. And then I end up staying. We end up chilling in the back. Now we're really kicking it. Now we're really talking. And now I'm talking about like, oh, now it's 5 a.m.
Oh, wow.
I'm kicking it. It's me, Sophie, him. We're all like, I literally have the voice memos of all our conversations. And we're literally just kicking it and we're vibing. And it got to the point where it's like more dots are connecting of like, what we both experienced, you know what I mean, in our personal lives when we were in that hiatus. So literally the music comes from the conversations. Like I could literally probably find a voice memo for every single idea that end up being the preconceived idea to the next song.
That's fire.
You know, without even knowing it though. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like just by saying that, we could probably look through and be like, that's probably why you wrote that, because y'all were talking about this the day before, and this. Like we could literally go through and probably find all that.
Yeah, and it happened the other way around too. I remember after we wrote voice memos, one of the legit voice memos we had, I was like, oh, dude, we were going through the lyrics, and I was like, I didn't even realize why I said what I had said, but it was just like coming back to the music, who I am in the moment. It may just be who I've chosen. Why can't I just be who I truly be? You know what I mean? Like why? It's a choice now that I know. It's a choice to pursue it. And so we had a crazy conversation, man. Crazy. We had multiple crazy conversations.
It was so funny because in the voice memo, you could hear him say something on the lines of like, I didn't even know why I wrote that line until right now. like it felt so like, I don't know if you've like seen TJ intensely in his
I've seen a little bit of it.
but it feels like you're in like this movie, this unescapable scene, and you're like, I have to see this through. Like, and that's how it felt. I was like, I had to see this through. And he's like, dude, and I was like, you feel it too. And it's like, it's not even my aha moment, but it's like, it feels like we both had that moment. So it's hella funny, bro.
That's funny, bro. That's hilarious. Now that's also just goes to show you just like the magic of just creativity.
Dude.
You know what I'm saying? Like when everything is like lined up, it's just y'all synced up at that perfect moment in life for something like this to just flow naturally.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it could have been a situation where y'all trying to get something going, and maybe y'all made some cool records here and there, but it's just nothing really like no body of work that's like something to be proud of. But it's like all of it's coming together at the same time.
I think the other thing too is like, as far as the rust thing, I don't even think we were really worried about that, because it was more like not that we were rusty, it's just that there was no pressure.
Ooh,
there was no expectation. We weren't doing shit anyway for the past year. So, you know what I mean?
I didn't really. Wow.
If I made a whack record, of course I made a whack song. I haven't done this shit in a year.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't
of course
even think
not.
about that.
Yeah, we was just
pressure.
kicking it. Yeah, zero pressure. You didn't come over with the goal of making a project.
Yeah, like,
we were
let's
just
make
like,
a project.
yeah,
we
we were like, let's just see what we can do.
And then
we made 7 songs.
Yeah, now I got 7 songs. I'm like,
oh,
this
this got to
go hand in hand.
We can do it in this order.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, we just kind of got a project now. So,
and then even like tying together the name of it, like people pleasing,
man.
like bro, even at like as I keep saying it or keep reading it or keep thinking about it, like I just feel like there's so many more aha moments that I keep getting from thinking about people pleasing. Because sometimes it's not even like literally some external random person. Literally, it's like pleasing a version of yourself that's like not even the truest version. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
or like a version of your family members that know you. Right?
Yeah,
That want
it's
to
like,
keep you where you've been. Right. That'd be the most dangerous. Not even the strangers, bro. The people
100%.
that really know you want to keep you.
And that thing, and then you try to see yourself through that lens because you're like, you know what I mean? You're just trying to make it happen. You're just trying to keep everything together.
Keep the peace. Yeah.
Keep the peace, man. But nah, man, it's time to shake it up.
I remember because I think it was, it may have been our first episode of this season. You and I kind of dove into it. Okay, so now I get to dive into it with you.
There we go.
Okay,
Nah, facts. Big
so, from your perspective, TJ, how did this people conceptually? We know how the music came together conceptually. So conceptually, what does the people pleasing part mean to you, and how do you relate to that?
Man,
you know what I mean? We caught Demiere's perspective in I believe it was episode 1, but that's just one half. Like we got to catch this half here.
Yeah, man. I mean, for me, it like ebbs and flows. Like I definitely go through seasons of, man, like losing what my overall goal is. Ooh, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of distractions, and a lot of distractions can be good natured too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know
like,
what you mean.
And it's weird, bro, because I was just telling Demiere too a few days ago, like, you know, the past couple months I have been in a funk. There have been some other things, but I feel like right now I'm really, there's another metamorphosis happening, like another real transformation that I'm in outside of what happened, you know, a year ago, because we made this project a year ago, and it's tough, man, because you know, I think there's a lot that has to do with it, right? I'm an older brother. I'm also like, you know, got to consider the dynamic of my family where, you know, there was a little bit of turmoil at 16. My parents got divorced, and like at that age, like you're not quite an adult yet, but you're definitely not a kid. Yeah. And so like there was just a lot of things a lot of habits that bled into my adult life of not wanting to rock the boat or asking for permission. That's one thing this year at 27, I've been really, realizing like, bro, you don't need to ask anybody for permission to do what the hell you want to do. You don't need to ask permission, bro. And it's, dude, he could tell you, we was at an open mic. First time we met Red Lotus, bro. And
shout out Red Lotus.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Oh,
and
no, not then.
What's that?
No, that's Mike Rob and all that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I met Mike Rob, who
Shout out Mike.
Who was putting.
We know all of them. We know
Yeah.
all of them. Shout out to him. Shout out to him.
Shout out Mike.
Facts. Shouts out to everybody, man. Especially shout out to Mike Rob and Lotus, because Mike Rob was like, hey, I have a slot. And would you want to perform? Because like, he had seen us perform that night. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't know. I looked at Demiere and Sophie. I said, I have work. They said, boy, if you don't call out and take this chance.
I looked at him so sideways. That was the first time I really like kind of put my face up like,
right.
Are you joking? Like, did you hear the introduction that they gave him?
Right.
How serious it was. And like, you know what I mean? They told us how important it was for him to see us. And then he gives that reaction. Right. Bruh, you might as well.
Yeah. You know, like, you're tripping. And I think it was just that like, dude, I don't know. I was just stuck being a normal nigga, bro. Like, I just didn't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's for me, it's permission and it's comfort, bro. Those are my two, like, tied into people pleasing. Those are my two things that keep me in that mode, and I need to let go of those specifically. You know what I mean? Like, and so, yeah, man, shout out to both of them. Shout out to Lo too from Studio X, because then Mike, I almost lost the chance because Mike had asked Lo. They told me, yo, go back up to Mike Rob. He's about to leave. You better ask him. And Mike Rob was like, well, I just asked Lo. And I was like, Lo, would you be down to split the set time? And he was like, yeah, for sure. And I was like, bro, he could have said, no, you lost your chance, right?
Yeah,
like,
crazy. He could have said something crazy.
W, man.
W, mans, bro. Yeah. And then it led to a whole bunch of other stuff, bro. Yeah, I got to know Lotus a little bit that day at that performance that we were invited to. Met Nevaeh, bro. That's when I met Nevaeh the first time. Dude, and that was actually a year ago today. A couple days ago.
Nah, literally a year ago, a couple days ago, you sent me that.
Super
that
crazy, bro. And man, I could get off into a different tangent on how special Nevaeh is, bro.
Man.
Yeah.
We just had that conversation.
Well, you know what? Let me jump into it, bro, just because it's on my heart. And I was telling Sophie about this, bro. Yeah. And I just got to get it out, bro, because, dude, at that show, Nevaeh had invited us. So, let me back up. That show we were just talking about was the first time that me and Demiere met Nevaeh. Yeah. Super cool. She saw me perform 2 songs, and I was just kicking it with Demiere all day. A few months later, off the strength of just 2 random songs from somebody she's never heard, she asked both of us to perform at one of her shows. And we're looking at each other like, yo, like that's
facts. Mine felt really crazy because like I had just done a couple of riffs. Just messing up.
He didn't even perform that day.
With me, like at some point in time, I'm finna. You know what I mean? Like it's on accident. It's not even on purpose.
Singers do that,
right?
Dude, singers do that.
Facts, and that was what it was. So for us to both get the opportunity, I was really happy.
Yeah. So
and her first headlining show ever.
Dudes, and that show in Santa Rosa is like. Dude, her whole family's there. It's emotional, bro. Dude, our sets are going crazy, bro. They're showing
like
mad
giving
love,
like real energy,
singing our lyrics. They even never heard it before.
Yeah.
Dude, she performs. Everybody's crying. Before I go on the stage, bro, it's in Santa Rosa. I'm from the Bay. Like I'm not really promoting it. Just like I put one flyer up the day before, bro.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, it's up there.
The only person that came through to see me, bro, seen me post a flyer one day before on my Instagram. His parents now live in Santa Rosa. It was Mother's Day because Nevaeh was honoring her late mom.
Yeah.
He pats me on the shoulder. I hear, "What's up, bro?" And I turn around and it's like one of my best friends type shit where I hadn't seen him in a minute, like like months, but childhood best friend, like 20 years, like my guy, right? Yeah. And I'm like, dude, what? He's like, dude, I would have felt hella bad had I not come, da-da-da-da-da. And it felt like in that moment too, it felt like it didn't feel real just because we had some disagreements about certain things, but at the time, but we were still cool and we had been meaning to link up. 2 weeks after that, we end up linking up. And that ends up being the last time I seen him, bro. Whoa. Last time I seen him alive, bro.
Oh.
You feel me?
Wow.
And so, like, for her, and you just backtrack and I look at everything, bro. If I hadn't said yes to Big Mike Rob, if we hadn't even showed up to the open mic, if I hadn't even called Demiere to do
Yeah, you just keep going.
Dude, I wouldn't have seen my best friend twice in the last month that he was alive, and I hadn't seen him like 8-9 months before that.
Jeez.
Like crazy, bro. Like crazy timing. So that's why I'm like, dude, I really just been reflecting on all that. Like, dude, you're gonna miss your blessings if you keep asking for permission.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
that's a crazy.
you know what I
Out of
mean?
all that. That was
Yeah,
That was
bro.
beautiful.
And while you were saying that, I was like, you just never know where one choice it'll lead you.
Yeah, bro.
We're just wow, dang that just. But
Yeah, for real, bro.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Too. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and so I had the last time I saw Nevaeh, I had the chance to tell her that, and we cried it out, and especially, bro, as someone like her, she could definitely, but that's why it just made so much sense because like of what she had gone through, you know what I mean? The fact that it was her show that I had seen my God, like I was like, bro, there's just too many,
Super intentional.
bro, there's too many for that to be a coincidence, bro. You know what I mean? Like there's too many parallels, bro. Like, yeah,
And the amount of things that have like transpired from like all those things, like from that first time, just it is crazy, like that domino effect. Because mind you, I remember the moment. Like I always tell Teach, I remember the moment that I got. He sent me a voice memo actually of asking me to play for him.
Bro,
I have the voice memo still, and it's so funny. Like you could tell it was like a voice memo from somebody who like kind of used to know you. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like they know you, but they don't know you like that. That's kind of how it felt. He was like, "Hey, Demiere, like it's been a minute," like and he was so excited. Again, TJ, like when he's really in it, he's really in it. He was so in what he was saying that he forgot that he was asking me to play for him. Like he goes in there like, dude, it'll be lit and this, and he's like giving like hella in, and then he like goes back and he like steps out and he's like, oh yeah, but like I'm still asking you, like hopefully you can actually do this. It's just hella
like actually
funny.
come through though,
dude. I literally left the place that I was at. Like I was walking into like an after party type of vibe, and I just left and like went to work on that song.
Wow.
And I had never I hadn't played bass in like I don't even know how long. But it just felt like, ooh, like I have something, like it's only one song. So like even if I hadn't touched the bass in forever, I could learn one song. You know what I mean? I'm that confident. I'm at least confident one song enough.
Right.
So it was like, okay, bet. And it was like, dang, like I get to do something. Like somebody asked me to do something. Like, and it always felt like the bass was that for me. Like somebody asked me to pick it up and I'll pick it up.
Right.
So that was like that catalyst.
So first off, wow, that was a lot.
Yeah, my bad.
But no.
Bad.
It was a lot in a great way. I love that's a real story,
man.
That's real life,
man.
And so as you guys are taking these real life experiences and putting it into the People Pleasing Project, you guys have dropped 2 singles. I've been fortunate enough to, assuming y'all ain't changed nothing.
Nah.
I heard the project.
Yeah.
But in particular, I've been able to see you guys perform the singles that
That's
y'all
right.
have dropped.
Yeah.
How have you guys felt about just the live reception of it? Because I love watching you guys. But just performing in front of the people who's never seen you, who knows if they'll run into you guys again. What has the live reactions and the concerts been like for those singles?
That's a great question.
You want to take that one?
Sure,
Take that one first,
dude. I think that I feel like I've been in music so long that I've had like the ups and downs of performing, right? Like I've been in bands, I've been in duos, I've had like your first shows ever, like I've had your first sold out shows ever. Ooh. And
hello
on God.
Hey, Yoshi's nonetheless.
Come
baby,
on,
come on.
Talk to the people. Nah, I just
Yoshi,
get it.
bro. He's like that.
Nah, but so the cool thing about it is like I feel like doing these songs was the first time that I got to do something solo that's like my name's on it and like I could be proud of it. And like people are receiving it. Like I am no longer the character. I'm no longer people pleasing. I have now like almost like broke out of a cocoon of like a shell of like what would it be if I took a chance on me? Like what would it be if I really put some energy out like into the world that was really me? Like no Mr. Cool Guy, no, you know what I mean? I'm literally just like having a blast and everyone else knows it. Like hopefully it's infectious to what I really feel. And I feel like upstage with TJ is that. It's like I get to be free. And I think like that was one of my first times at that San Francisco show.
Yeah, that's exactly where my mind.
There
went.
was like freedom, bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
That's
and
so
the people who pulled up. Hold on, bro. I gotta give huge shout outs, bro.
Massive
Shout out to
shout-outs.
Ian, bro. Shout out to Ian Kelly, bro.
bro.
Like the message that you sent me on the way there probably didn't mean a thing to you, bro. That shit meant the world to me, bro.
Literally
and,
just talked about that the other day too.
dude,
Like,
and Red Lotus pulled up too.
Lotus
so
pulled up.
Shout out Lotus.
Shout out them, bro, because I really didn't. You know what I mean? Like people say that they're gonna pull up, bro.
Yeah.
And
Shout out to
they really pulled up, bro. Immediately too, like early.
Nah, facts,
on time.
bro.
Yeah.
Saw the whole set.
Yeah, we was there. We was there. We had some minutes to spare. We had some time to spare when I pulled up. And stuff. Yeah.
And you shout out Deshaun Forrest, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out Deshaun Forrest.
Yeah, I think that was the first time you and I had met. Yeah.
I
for
think
sure.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was the first time.
But I definitely remember seeing y'all collab on some stuff. I was like, oh, okay. Now it's always cool when you get to see the person in real life. You know what I mean?
And I think by that time I had already heard y'all tape in demo form.
Wow.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like, okay, so this is TJ.
Put a face to like all these words.
to the music.
Yeah,
Wow.
and it's funny that you said that you feel freeze because when you said that word free, I instantly went back to that San Francisco show. In particular, a part where you started cutting some dance on the stage or whatever you was doing. But you was mad free, like you even got into the crowd and was like just kind of just vibing and dancing with somebody in the crowd.
Man, we was sweating.
that.
We was
That's
sweating
wild.
too. The lights was hot.
It was toasty, bro.
Yeah, but we was just
And
toasty.
I think y'all weren't the first act. Were y'all the first act?
I think we were.
Could've
I think
been.
we
May
were.
have been a
Could have been.
so to come out the gate with that.
Yeah, no, that's how I felt too. It was like, dang,
Yeah.
the energy was like, geez, like to start off and like, just like, there's nothing like coming into a show and the crowd don't know you,
Right.
and you're the first person, so it sets a tone of like, all right, what's this show gonna be like? Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. These some SoundCloud rappers, and mind you, I love SoundCloud.
That was a great time back in 2017.
But the overall consensus of when somebody calls you that is different than what we may feel about it as SoundCloud lovers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It definitely feels different.
Dude, and I feel like once we got to like, I mean, first song was fire, but like once we got there, like I feel like it was like 1.5. Like once we got to TJ's verse and we're on the song too, it's like, oh, now we lit.
Yeah, we
like,
in there. Yeah.
it was fun.
It was great.
fun.
Yeah, man.
That was one of my favorite
I'm trying to
shows.
think like just as far as, dude, I love performing more than I love writing, and so I think for me, like, I'm gonna just keep it a stack, bro. I really don't talk like this, but I don't doubt my performing abilities. I think for me though, it was more about performing, kind of like how you said, performing what we had just written. I feel like that body of work, people pleasing, is easily one of my favorite bodies of work I've ever made to date. Just because, like, dude, not only is the whole project, it's a ride. You know what I mean? There's an arc to it. There's a story to it. All of them, they sound like they belong together, but they're all talking about different things, and they're all unique. Some songs he's singing, some songs he's just on the chorus. Some songs he has 2 verses. Sometimes songs I have 2 verses. Sometimes we're doing harmonies. The end of Down Bad, this dude is singing. I played it for my boy Kai. He couldn't even tell who was who. I was like, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Like this is like really a level up in my eyes of just like my songwriting ability. So I think for me, like, I'm like, bruh, I know me, I know him. We gonna rip the show. That don't matter. It don't matter, bro, because that's the other thing too. Me and Demiere are so aligned in so many ways. I was thinking about this like yesterday, bro. We're aligned in so many ways that we're like, the music is only like a fifth of what we're on, bro. Like we've hit the gym together. You know, we've been outside together, and like, bro, there's certain things that are known between us that don't need to be said.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, and so when it comes to the stage, bro, that's light work.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like you finally get to a point where you meet somebody like at a pinnacle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No one's looking down. No one's
Right.
If anything, I'm just looking to the side on that like meme with like Goku and Vegeta where they're just like this and they're like walking away, but they don't see each other, but they know that they're dapping at the same time.
Right.
That's kind of how it feels. It's like, bro, like I know that the energy, like if I get low or if I feel this, something is gonna happen where he's gonna do this. He's down to jump off stage. Like we're not saying like, oh, jump off stage at the third song and it's gonna be a vibe. Like you know what I mean? He's just like he felt it, so he jumped off, and I'm like, oh, we in the crowd now. You know what I mean?
Okay,
I'm doubling down. Now I'm gonna go dance with somebody in the crowd. You know what I mean? It's like.
And dude, I needed that, bro, especially on the artist tip, bro. Releasing songs, writing songs. Like, dude, this dude has no fear, bro. This dude has no fear. And it goes back to that asking permission, right? Bro.
Okay.
I don't even think Demiere knows the definition of permission, bro. He doesn't need permission from nobody, bro. You know what I mean?
And that's a good compliment. I appreciate it.
Bro, for as similar as we are, that's definitely one of the things I've gleaned from you this past year and really put into my arsenal, or at least attempting to put in my arsenal. Like, nah, I can do whatever I want to do. And even if I don't like it at the time, it's on my mind for a reason. Let's just do it if it feels like what it's supposed to be, because you'll never know where it can lead to. So
you just never know.
Yeah. And why leave it up to chance?
Right, bro.
Exactly.
And if you are gonna leave it up to chance, at least it's out there.
Fact.
Yeah.
And the higher probability. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like with the tiny desk, you can win or not. But to leave it up to chance,
it wasn't about that.
Even not do it.
Yeah.
Look what would have happened if you would have even to think about like winning or losing. Like we wouldn't have got to all this. You know, we won. We literally
straight
won.
up. The winning wasn't just doing it.
Facts. Because what if it's one step closer to never having to enter the contest because they want you on it?
Facts.
You know what I mean?
And one thing I learned in this industry, and I'll say it again, shout out Mike, you just never know who watching.
Facts.
Yeah.
There's been people who have seen my stuff that I'm like, how in the world?
Yeah.
They seen this.
There's been, I mean, I think I spoke about it. Have I spoke about it on any particular podcast episode?
Not with me. Nah, seriously, I'm actually intrigued now.
Yeah, this is our like second music actual related episode, but I'll run it back. Why not? But I've had big labels look at me.
Wow.
I mean, if you look at the Spotify, if you look at streaming numbers, what I have, I'll just be honest, keep it a buck. What I have in terms of streaming numbers, ain't really all that impressive. In terms of like monthly listeners and stuff like that, you know, I ain't selling out shows. You know, my skills have gone up on the artist and in creativity and performance side of things, but in terms of just like having that buzz, that clout, you know, we on the up and up. So ain't really been much demand, and I ain't ashamed of saying it. You got to start somewhere, right?
No, facts.
But even with that, having not much to show for it there, big labels have looked.
Facts.
You know, big labels, you know, I could speak a little bit more on it because nothing, you know, materialized. But it was a point where we was trying to get something to materialize.
Wow.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing.
I had quickly redistributed it, so no one really knew it got redistributed. But The Dream, I got a project called The Dream. It's a mixtape that I put out in 2024. It was, let's just say I had some big boy assistants releasing that joint.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I'll leave it at that for the cameras. I'll tell y'all the real details outside the cameras. But I had some big boy assistants releasing that because at the time I was getting looked at.
Right.
And I really love what you guys were getting at in the sense of just going after it. Don't ask for permission, just go after it. Because I eventually got to that mindset some years ago, and it ended up leading to, for that moment, having that little big boy look. You know what I'm saying? And even just and even if we put it on a different scale, like, you know, for example, me and you, TJ.
Yeah.
We basically just met.
Right. No, straight up. This is like probably the third time we've been together
third
in
or fourth time
Yeah.
at most.
Yeah.
We've never done anything musically together. I've seen him perform. I don't even think you've seen me perform.
No,
yet.
I couldn't make it to the show. Yeah, I couldn't make it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I remember.
Yeah.
But just linking with Demiere, hearing your guys' project, hearing Demiere talk about you,
Right.
I'm making a project quietly behind the scenes. I got some. I'm like, I think he'd be good on this.
Man.
And so I reach out to you,
Man.
and we just, you feel me? It's called Say the Word, you feel me?
Yeah,
if it ain't out yet, be on the lookout. If it is out, you'll find a link in the description.
Come on.
But And then it's just boom. We just knocked it out. When I say we knocked it out the park,
Facts.
we knocked it out the park.
Facts, like immediately.
We
telling
facts.
you, bro. I know how it is a teacher, bro. Like once you get in that mode, it's
once
like
that intensity kick in?
they just yeah.
Oh.
Dude, literally, it's like a pressure cooker.
Yeah,
once
turn the
the
knob up.
rice is ready, it's not gonna be unready. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
it doesn't unready itself.
I would never be able to see it, bro, because I'm me, bro. So
Yeah.
like,
Nah, you're just in it. You're just like you go
That's
from
too
like,
funny,
oh, it's nice to see you, and you're kind of like warming up to like now we're in it.
Yeah, it's
gonna
like,
be done.
You can tell when some dopamine hits, some adrenaline
Facts.
hits
Yeah.
TJ brain.
Yeah, you're
that
very
chemical
external
hit his
with
brain.
your dopamine.
that's hella funny, bro.
And he
External
just-
dopamine is
right.
crazy.
And he was just locked in, and we knocked it out like
Yeah.
pretty fast, and layered it up, just tried some stuff, and then it got to the point where it was like, I think we done.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to do to this.
Cool.
shit.
See you later on.
Right?
Yeah,
You still
well,
go for the bond?
I
All right,
guess
I'll be
that's
back.
what we needed.
No,
Yeah.
facts, bro.
Taking that chance, and even with you and I, Demiere, it's not like we did a bunch of work before we started podcasting and
Facts.
stuff, and we just did the first episode. I'm like, yo, this was fire.
Yeah, he was like, maybe we should do this more often.
Yeah. Did a second episode, and I'm like, let's do a season.
Yeah.
facts.
Start working on the season, and then eventually I meet you.
Boom.
And now, we're covering your guys' project.
Yeah.
Eventually, we'll come back and cover my project when it's out. I got both of you guys on the project. I got Neve on the project. That's another thing, too.
man.
Like, linking
all
up
these
with
people are connected now.
It's all
Facts.
connecting, linking
Bro,
up with you.
literally, and watch this.
What?
All from that moment. We would never know Nevaeh had he not taken that Big Rob situation. Because
And
I would have never
wouldn't
went
take it.
with him.
I wouldn't take it if they didn't tell me.
Slide.
Right.
He asked me to slide to the
Yeah.
Selena situation. So we went all the way there.
Yeah, the
Mind
Street
you,
Low show.
Yeah,
mind you.
Street
Yeah.
Low.
And then on the way there, we freestyle one of the songs that is in the project.
Ooh, what's the
Crazy.
Straight up.
It's
Oh,
like a
y'all
single.
freestyle straight up on the
Dude.
Dude.
And I posted, it's on Instagram right now of the ideation. You can see the moment.
You want to talk about intensity, boy. You want to
Dude,
talk about intensity.
Dude, he talks about the moment where you see me lock in the video. It's hecka funny
Dude, we're
because
just-
like
we're
I'm,
bullshitting.
yeah, I'm literally BSing like, ooh, I just got a haircut, and then the beat drops, and I'm like, and I'm like, straight up.
My man
And then
went
he's
in a
dancing,
trance.
and like literally while I'm saying it, he's like, dude, like,
Yeah, I'm just like gigging, bro. We just on some dumb
He literally
shit.
does it like he literally ad libs immediately. So I'm just like, oh yeah, I just got my hair. Straight up.
Nah.
And then he's like, yeah, we're gonna do it. I'm just like, no way he had ad libs. Like, you know what I mean? But that's what I feel like we mean earlier by like the unspoken. It's like I locked in and it was no longer a game. Like, it's
Right.
like, okay, now we locked
Right.
in, now let's freestyle.
Right.
Oh, and then it was like, okay, because we freestyled for like the whole time. And
Dude,
then
for
from
like
there
2
to
hours.
Salinas was like 2 hours. So
Yeah, it's a
in
drive.
that time though, it was crazy because TJ was like, even though we had just freestyled that one, like we had freestyled hella, he goes, we need to keep that. We need to keep that. And then we saved it and like look at us now. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Ended up being one of the singles.
Yeah, bro. And it's one that people love too.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the one, bruh, people be singing that at
Crowd
the
And
party.
watch this, bruh. Sophie, first time she's ever been a part of like a song like that and on streaming platforms.
Right.
Word.
So again, like from one moment,
Right,
bro,
bro.
like
Shout out
everything
Sophie on the
else, bro.
sax.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to
Sophie
Soph,
on the
bro.
Shout out
sax.
Sophie on the sax.
And the keys and everything else she can play.
Nah, bro, dude, she sent me a Snapchat playing the harmonica. I said, all right, now
Yeah.
you just showing off.
That's
now.
what I'm saying,
You're just
bro.
showing off now. You just plucking random instruments
That's
off the
what I'm saying.
street.
And
just-
everything else, because I
Yeah,
feel like
bro.
there's things that we don't even know how to
Yeah.
pronounce and she
Nah,
can play at
facts.
this
Catch
point.
on the triangle next.
Yeah, bro, with the most dope triangle
sound
solo.
like that.
Yeah, bro. Even though you can play it like that.
In water.
Did you know the sound waves sound different when it's submerged?
Oh no, that's fire. What I'm really getting out of this is how important life is to art, to real genuine art.
100%.
Because not only does the best art come, like art imitates life, as they say, but like when the life is hidden, then it becomes beyond just music. You know what I mean? We talking about music, but it don't even feel like, oh, I'm doing a music episode. I feel like I'm just talking to the boys right now.
Yeah.
And this felt like this before Brandon even cut on the cameras. I
Yeah,
got the
just
audio
chopping
going
it
up, and
up,
we were
dude.
just chopping it up. So I think that's important, and to tie it back into like to the people pleasing, like
Come on.
it's just don't people please out there, and like it's you just gotta live your life, bro.
Just gotta
It's
live your
like
life, man.
You know, you was talking about because I had asked a question about rest, and then one of the things you had said that was there was no pressure. When I was working on my project, and you guys are featured on a couple of songs. Eventually, it took a minute for me to mentally lock in because, you know, life was lifing, right? Yeah. And then this was like the aftermath right after life had life. And it was like, okay, I know I want to make a project, but I'm not going to lie, for the first time ever, and I'll dive more into it on a later episode, but I was actually afraid to make music, afraid to write. Wow. And anyone who knows me, it don't take much. Yeah, I'll write a whole song off a 30-second convo, right? You know, and spin a couple of verses or do a written freestyle. It's just I'm gonna have a beat ready somewhere on this computer, right? Or I'll make something to match the mood. But I was afraid because I knew what I was gonna talk about, and it was the fear of knowing what was gonna come out. Yeah, you know, I was like, I don't want to put that on.
And then it's the fear of who gonna hear it. Right.
Hey, who specifically?
Yeah,
not just anybody.
Yeah.
The one.
But you know what though?
The one who I'm writing about.
But you know what though? That's gonna be the most authentic version of you, because think about it. When you're people pleasing in your real life, that's not who you are. Exactly. When you're people pleasing on the track, that's not what you really have to say.
It's inauthentic.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And so one of the things that did it for me to like step into that and take that fear off and just kind of get out of my head, which is take that pressure off. Come on. You know what I mean? Just like I took so much pressure off. I was like, I'm gonna just work at my normal pace of working, but I'm not even gonna put pressure on myself where it's gotta come out next year at this time and then we gotta have all these music videos and I was like, it's gonna come. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna work at my normal pace. I ain't gonna like, you know, be lagging or whatever, but like just take my time with it. Right. And like enjoy what comes out. And once I took that pressure off, I kid you not, and I'll dive into it in a later episode, but I kid you not, in the first session, I had your record. I had the 2 records with Nevaeh. Boom. I eventually came back around. Facts. Both bangers. I eventually came back around and did your record. Rolling. But out of the first session, I had like 6 or 7 joints, and the best of the best was in them joints. Out of the first recording session. Like when y'all hear New Attitude or when y'all hear Enough of You with Nevaeh or Apple, just the bops and stuff like that, them wasn't records that came way later down the road. This was, I'm scared to write. Okay, I'm not scared to write. I start writing. Boom.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about like letting go. And like I think you said something really important, like that one word, enjoy. Yeah. You gave yourself time to like enjoy what was to come, like as if it wasn't from you. It's like a source. Yeah. It's almost like it's not you. It's like you're channeling something. And once you allow yourself to channel it, it's like, bro, then let it be whatever you channel. Yeah. It ain't even you anyway. So why would you why would you block it? Why would you attach yourself to something that is literally just a piece of something that flew through you?
Wow. Yeah. That's facts. Cause when you know, what I'll do is I'll create and I'll write and all that stuff, but then eventually I'll take like an inventory or whatever. And so I got to that point where I made a bunch and I took an inventory and I'm just listening to joints and I'm like, what the freak did I just do? Yeah. You ever just make something and I'm like, how'd I do that?
Man, for sure. Like, there's definitely a lot of songs that feel that way.
Yeah, like the records with just how the writing is going. Look, I told, was it Nevaeh we're going to bring Nevaeh back on the show. We're going to get an episode with all of us.
Man, that would be fire. Yeah, that would be fire, bro. She's hilarious, bro.
Yeah, when I told Nevaeh, like one of the things I ain't got no shame to say it. One of the things creatively that I've been insecure of, and you've heard, matter of fact, both of you guys heard it, Nevaeh heard it too. I'm insecure a little bit about my singing.
You better stop it.
I'm insecure about my singing. There's moments where I'm like, depending on what I write, okay, this is perfect. You know what I mean? But like the one where I gotta like really like sing and harmonize and stuff, or hold that tenor or alto section, I'll be like, let me find someone to get me off of this and stuff like that. But with this project, I'm singing with y'all two and I'm singing with Nevaeh, and I'm like, this is fun. Yeah.
Like, and it sounded good, bro. Yeah. It sounded good. It sounded like.
And we all collectively said that, like, just keep your voice on it, too. Like, don't even take your voice
on every. Isn't that crazy? Every individual track.
Yes.
Because I told him the same thing. I was like, just keep it. And he was like, "Oh, Nevaeh and Demiere told me the same
I was
thing."
literally the third person. So like, as he was telling me, I was like, "Oh, see, well, like
Come
there you
on,
go.
bro.
Like,
Yeah.
if you think of someone else as the person who could, like, for instance, like TJ can attest to this 100%. I've doubted my singing the whole project, but at one
That's a
point,
shock.
nah, dude,
It is right to us. It is.
yeah, but
right?
exactly to
Right.
you, but
Look,
that proves it.
I
It's
kid
like,
you not. In our session, I told Demiere because when you started that, I literally told Demiere, I was like, now I gotta go make a whole new beat to write a whole new song with a whole new hook, so I can get you doing something like that for the
yeah.
hook though.
Yeah.
Not as like an ad-lib, but that'll be like the heart of the
main.
hook.
actual hook.
Because
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this man just put me back in the stew.
Man.
Yeah, and that was a cool thing for you to say because again, it literally I think our favorite word as of right now has been perception.
Yeah,
Perception,
bro.
not for real, bro.
Yeah.
Because like every time I get a new perspective, bro,
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow, like we all have these similar feelings. Like you are shocked that I feel some kind of way about my singing. I'm shocked that you feel that
Right.
way. But it's like once you get not the approval, but it's like the gratification of like
Little
a
confidence
peer.
boost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Little confidence
Bro,
boost.
Yeah,
when he told me KP or Kai, if y'all don't know now, you know, great singer.
dude, that dude's ear.
Dude, when TJ told me that he didn't know the difference between me and his voice, like I'm looking at him, like you may be looking at something like Nevaeh and singing, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, no, that's crazy. You thought I was
bro.
TJ? I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Even as an imitation, I'm getting better.
Well, and the other thing too, I was just telling this to Sophie was that so I was like, dude, I didn't know you had it like that with the vocals. And he's over here talking about, dude, I didn't know you had it like that with the bars.
Yeah.
Because I was and dude, it's so funny because I was like, oh, I guess he hasn't really heard it in that past year. And then, dude, he showed me all this unreleased stuff. Like I'm talking about a couple of days ago, and I'm like, oh, this dude been doing harmonies, but we had just been so separated from each other. And that's the funny thing too is like, and it's just human. We don't know what we don't see, but people are capable of so much more than you realize. And it's cool when you get to see it like on a project like this where we're literally doing every single like thing you could possibly imagine with our voices. We got little skits, we got little, you know what I mean? And so for us to really go in get in our bags like that heavy, it was really cool because we both got to show different side, like all facets of our bag. So
I've definitely 100% know that I got better as an artist. You know what I mean? Like on all platforms, like singing, making sure that like my verse is not like boring or if like my cadences are cool. Like I feel like my freestyling game got a lot better. Like freestyling the melody to a chorus and like the actual words itself. Like I just really felt like everything was really flowing.
Dude, he was freestyling parts of the ad libs that Sophie was doing on the saxophone. He was like, do it like this, and he sang it, and then she played it, and it was like, I was like, bro, what is going on, bro?
Once we got to that point, I knew it was like flow state when like, because she's raw. Sophie's raw, so like if you give her something. Because, like, again, if we're talking about one of her first times doing it, it was crazy because, like, me and TJ don't play the sax. Yeah. So for somebody to ask us for direction, it was kind of like,
I don't know.
Well, how did the saxophone down? You know what I mean? Because every instrument plays such a different role. Yeah. I'm not a saxophonist, but then I thought about it, and I was like, dude, I've been making saxophone sounds my whole life. Like, I've always made a sound of whatever instrument. Even if I'm messing around, like me and Brandon, bro, he knows. Like, if anybody knows the goofball I am, it's Brandon, bro. Shout out Brandon, but it's like,
did we shout out Brandon?
No, we didn't shout out Brandon.
Shout out Brandon, man.
Shout out to Brandon.
It's an unrehearsed tradition to shout out Brandon.
Oh, I know. I've seen a couple episodes.
Yeah, okay.
I've seen a couple episodes.
Shout out Brandon.
You know, we need to keep him on more.
Shout out Brandon.
Hey, that's the funniest thing that's been said this whole podcast.
For real. Shout out Brandon. Shout out. I'm gonna shout out the whole editing crew. Shout out Noah. Shout out Chris. Shout out bruh.
Yeah, bro, new bro, or possibly new bro.
Mara. Shout out Noah, Chris, Mara. Shout out everybody at Unrehearsed making this possible. But you were saying
on GOD, but nah, like it's like like Brandon has heard, like I've been making these sound effects forever in secret, like for fun, for jokes. But it was like when she asked for direction, it was like, oh, I actually know exactly how I'd want it to sound. If anything, this is the texture that I wanted. If you're playing a tenor, I'm like, so I lowered that, you know what I mean? And she could just
hear it and go.
Just hear it and do it, bro. So it was like the main rip. I literally sang that, bro. She just killed it and did her own Sophie key. You know what I'm saying? Sophie thing on it.
Yeah, dude, she grew a lot on that too, and that's cool for me to see because like it's different facets of being a musician. You know what I mean? She's jazz trained and classically trained on keys and jazz on sax. And it's so funny, bro, because, you know, we'll look at folks like, let's say like Claydo, for example, that just like spaz on solos. His chords go crazy too, right? And Sophie will be like, she'll be like, I'm gonna tell on you. She'll be like, she already knows what she'll be like, I can't really. All I can do is this, and I'm like, dude, don't limit yourself, bro. Like if people are coming to you and asking you to do this, you know, shout out to Imani, put her on a bunch of shows, right? Shout out to Tyler Reese, bro. And dude, anytime that anyone puts just a drop of confidence in Sophie and like and respects her on that level, dude, and I go right to them and I say thank you.
Yeah.
Because
they have no idea.
It's my job to tell her she's good, right? Like, it doesn't necessarily mean as much. That's my girl, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm supposed to do. And so for someone to go out of their way, you know, to put her on, to have her on a show, to have them stand with them, something that's their name is on and stamp it, like, this is who I want to play with me. Bro, like that it means the world. So she's grown a lot too, man. For sure, dude.
It's crazy, bro. We're literally in a whole damn near band now together,
dude.
It's actually kind of insane. Dude. Hey, shout out the new collective, gang. Yeah. I can't say too much because I don't know if we 100% have a name yet. We like 80%. So I don't want to shout something out and be like, "What? They're the Coral Reefs." like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't. I'm just gonna.
The flying squirrels.
Yeah, facts. I had no idea that they were the blue flying squirrel lotuses.
Nah, that's awesome. I love how it just sounds like everybody is just connected at the right time and growing and
going up,
the right
dude,
time.
and going up. Everybody around me, bro. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Do we have a release date yet? At the time of us shooting, it might be out already. But do we have a release date yet for the project?
I feel like it might. Yeah, I was about to say. I feel like it might be out by the time this is out. But we're actually planning on releasing this month. So in a couple of weeks,
it would be, Well, okay, we'll make sure them links is in the description.
Yeah, facts.
Facts.
Go screen that. Go screen that, dog. Screen that, dog, for the dog.
Any upcoming shows?
Not officially, but
we're planning next month to do the release party.
I was just gonna say
release party, sure. But we just gotta make sure that it's done right. Like we want the project to be out because we've been sitting on it for so long, but we also want to make sure that we give the love that it deserves because we had such an incredible time on that San Francisco show that I want to make sure that we have a good live feeling because I don't know if all those people are going to be available. Like, dude, that was like the Avengers, you know what I mean? People who had never played together before for that first time. Bro,
you talk about the people that played with you guys on the stage.
Yeah,
that was fire.
Dude, and Sophie and Harmony, who I'm all now in this new collective with, were on that stage at that time. So it was like the beginning of something we had no idea that was going to transpire.
Yeah, I put it to you like this for the folks watching. After the show, I made sure, after I dapped up Demiere and TJ, I made sure to holler at everyone. Oh,
yeah, shout out Tyler on the guitar.
Yes.
Yo,
nice.
Oh my gosh. Like, and
Harmony on the drums too, right?
Harmony on the drums.
Yeah, and Brother on the keys.
Watson
on the keys. Bro, I forgot. Damn, we had 2 keys.
Yeah. Well, Sophie was on the sax.
Oh, I'm tripping.
Yeah, Sophie's on the sax. Yeah, but that just goes to show you, bro. She'll play whatever.
Dude, I don't know why I'm imagining it differently in my brain.
Yeah, but that's because you've already done so many shows with her.
That is true.
But yeah, man. Hey, if anything, when y'all do these live shows, y'all know y'all got some folks y'all can call. If it's not an official collective, you know you got some folks you can hit up.
Facts,
bro. We got some juggernauts out here in the Bay Area, bro. The Bay Area is just the home of so many amazingly talented musicians, bro, who don't get the credit they deserve.
Yeah,
got some fire.
I want to do something about that. That bothers me. Another one, just to shout out another one as we begin to close out. Shout out Sunday.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, fire.
Yeah, she was at that show. Yeah, she performed at that show. Yeah.
I prayed to God it comes through. But if it comes through, then she'll be on the album too.
Fire.
I sent her a beautiful record.
Oh,
touching
wow.
record.
Yeah, she's incredible.
Something
So
crazy,
that will
bro.
be beautiful.
Nah, that's
Whatever
really
she's
cool.
on is always fire.
Yeah,
I told her
went in,
that too. She's
I
fire.
listened to her album, and I'm like, I saved every single song
Yeah.
and had that whole album on rotation for a minute.
Wow.
So much so that I had to hit her up. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
yo,
Yeah, bro.
you
vocals
got
nasty.
it.
Vocals
Dude,
nasty.
she has a feature on an Ian track, and that was the first time I met her at that show. And when Ian pulled up, I was looking, and I was like, Sunday. I was like, why does this look familiar? The Y is capitalized. I'm like, this is hella stylized. And I was looking through the track, and I DM'd Ian. I was like, oh, this is Sunday, bro. I love this song, bro. I slap this song all the time.
Oh,
What?
wow. I
And
had no
he started
idea.
laughing. He started laughing in the DMs, bro. Yeah, but I was like, no, she's cold, bro. Yeah, I think it's man, I can't
She
remember the
literally,
song. off top, but-
like I think one of the things that I think about when I think about Sunday and that time, she didn't have a band, and it was incredible. It was like
Man,
everyone came with this big old. Everyone literally had a band, and she came solo dolo, killed it,
ripped it.
killed it.
Yeah.
Crowd response was amazing. Vocals were amazing, and like, she's one of those people who has like. It's easy for her to. I don't know. I'm not gonna speak for her, but it feels as though it's effortless to show her personality.
Mm.
Yeah, it was
You know what I
definitely
mean?
showing.
Mm-hmm.
She was definitely showing. It's just, I just loved it. I'll never forget that show. I took in so much. I made sure I connected with I think I probably connected with every artist. there.
Facts,
man.
facts.
I think
Met
I
hella
probably
people.
did. Yeah, I did. I met a lot of people, bro. Yo, anything else? Because this has been a gem of an episode. I don't
I
want
feel like we could go for like another 2, 3.
I don't want to
bro.
leave nothing on the table.
Right, man. Let me just since we're on the topic of shout outs, bro. I love to do some shout outs,
make sure
bro.
we get it all out. It's the season 3 finale. We got to make sure we get it all out. You
Man.
Shout out my mom. God. God did.
Man, as far as Bay, like just Bay artists I've been listening to recently, bro.
Yeah.
One, definitely got to shout out KD, the poet, bro. His project just dropped. I actually just had the chance to listen to it literally today. But that's someone I've been rocking with.
went to school with him.
That's crazy. I met
high
him the
school
first
with him.
time that Demiere asked me to perform.
Yeah.
Got to meet him for the first time. Kiyomi just dropped a single, bro. Kiyomi's
Fire.
last single is bro, that shit sounds like sunshine in a bottle, bro. That shit sounds hella good, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm trying to
Nevaeh
think.
dropped too. She dropped a record about her brother. I believe.
that's right.
I think she dropped that. I know she at least posted a snippet. I think the song is
Yeah,
out.
she posted the
Yeah,
snippet.
dude, anything she touches is
It-
crazy work,
Yeah.
bro. She's cold, bro.
You
She's
know what?
cold, bro.
I said we was kind of. I jokingly said I ain't trying to glaze you in the last episode.
Yeah.
With Nevaeh, but I love how everybody loves Nevaeh, bro.
Yeah.
Look, when I did my headlining show, I got on the phone with Mike. Cause me and Mike, we be locked in. I got on the phone with Mike, and he literally was like, "You need to stay locked in with her."
Yeah, because like you could see it. You could see like Stardust.
Yeah.
Stardust.
And she started rapping too?
Nah, bro.
Dude, that
We
caught
talked-
me all
we
the
got
way off
into it.
guard, bro.
We got into it
on
on the last episode because we were shocked too.
Yeah.
And it was good.
It was good, yeah. and then you ask her,
I just started.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god,
Started
bro.
like 5 minutes
No.
before the show.
2 hours. 2 hours
Yeah.
ago, I was thinking about rapping, and then it just came out. Now I'm
actually
rapping
a
it on
freestyle.
stage,
I
and
didn't
everyone's
write
crying.
Bro, if she sees this, she gonna curse you out.
"Nah, facts."
We got love for you, Nevaeh. That's why we
Facts.
Nah,
we got
that's
love
sis,
for you.
bro. That's sis for
But
real,
yeah,
bro.
shout out to all the Bay artists. Fun fact: me and KD was actually on the football team back in high school.
That's fire, bro. What
Yeah.
what positions?
He was a lineman. I
Yeah.
was a DB and receiver.
That's
So
fire,
if you
bro.
actually go, I don't know if they still got the picture up, but I know in like the main office, DV, you had our football team hanging there, our football team picture, and you'll see me and KD.
What is that? Deer Valley? What is
Deer
it?
Valley.
Deer Valley?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
hilarious,
You'll
bro.
see.
Shouts out to KD, bro.
Yeah,
KD.
Hey man, doggone Kate Late man. Shout out to I love lyricists. I'm gonna put an
Man.
extra emphasis on the shout out to KD because we got a couple of records together
Man.
that are out. They've been out. He was on the most recent one. It's the Sacrifice remix,
Okay.
and I got him on that. He's the second verse, and you ever just like, I mean, y'all sing, so you know
Come
what
on.
is that feeling that you get when you love singing with somebody?
Yeah.
That's how I feel when it comes to like rapping with KD and someone like KD. Cause like it's just two just lyricists, poets, just writers. And
Dude, he'll say the thing with KD is, bro, he'll say a line and you'll be like, I've never thought to put those words together like that, but that is exactly how that shit feels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he makes you feel stupid for not have forming that sentence. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
he is one of those ones, and I feel this about like a bunch of artists. Like
Man.
he is one of those ones where he'll do something, whether it's a project or a particular song or a particular line or flow. I'll be like, dang it, why didn't I think of that?
Nah, I feel you, bro.
Why didn't I think of that? Shout out Mac Mall 2, Bay Area OG legend that's also on that Sacrifice
Wow.
remix. Can't talk about the remix without talking about the OG legend in the game, Mac Mall.
Wow.
Bro, just taking a chance on a youngin' like me after he seen me for the first time in Fairfield and deciding to want to hop on that record.
that's heavy, bro.
Yeah, after that record, the original record was already done. I actually performed the original record in front of him, and he was like, I like that.
Wow.
Rest is history.
Wow.
She was like,
You never
"Oh,
know.
you
You
know,
never
I
know who
gotta-
watching.
Never
You
know.
never know, bro. Hey, one more. I gotta shout out that boy Darrell too, bro.
Hey.
I gotta shout out that boy Snooty.
Snooty,
bro.
bro.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Nah,
I gotta
can't
shout-
wait to send this to him now.
Dude, nah, bro, because I'm listening to that unreleased, bro. You want? I can't even. I don't even have the words to describe, bro. Like his the way he constructs his verses are so, dude. They sound so good. They're like hypnotic, bro. And then in the middle of the verse, he starts talking some heavy shit, and you're like, whoa, bro. Like you just he takes you.
I think the thing that always shocks me is like no matter what we were talking about, even if we're freestyling, even if we're messing around, even if I'm saying the funniest freestyle ever, even if he's saying the funniest freestyle ever, at some point in time, it's so weird. It's like Malcolm X or like Tupac or like Martin Luther King, like channels them, and then something real comes out of nowhere, and it's like you can't get away from it. At any verse that I've ever seen him write, at one point he's spitting something so serious, so like something that's like. It's like it feels like Outkast with like, hey y'all. It's like every single time if you really look at the lyrics, you're like,
Y'all don't hear
that's
me.
what
You
he's
just
talking
want to
about?
dance.
Bro, for instance, 30,000 Feet of Funk.
Crazy.
We were like the chorus is FUNK. Why we getting funky on this flight tonight? I said, and then I just do it again, and you would think out of that. We're gonna talk about being funky and
just having a good
time. Yeah, and then you get to the middle of the verse, and you're like, yo,
Dude,
same give this man a hug, bro.
Same thing with Habitual, bro.
Dude.
These are all unreleased records, by the way.
Oh,
Bro.
dude, you have no idea.
Yeah,
Bro,
we're gonna.
I've been on it. I've been on his
I've
head.
He's been on my
behind the
head.
scenes.
Hey, y'all,
Dude.
at this moment in time, I'll have
Dude.
almost 100 songs unreleased. By the time that this is out, I guarantee you it's going to be less.
Okay.
Come on.
On
Facts.
It's
I
on
heard
camera.
that. I heard
You
that.
heard it. You
I
heard it here.
Bro, because
You
we
heard
was
it.
chilling, and dude, he kept showing, oh, you haven't heard this one? Oh, you haven't heard this one? I looked and I was like, bro, you have 100 songs unreleased. He was like, no, I don't. He's like, no, I got like 50. I got like 45.
As
Bro
if
has
that's
like,
not a lot.
Bro,
Yeah,
he has
facts.
high 90s, bro. Like
High 90s.
crazy.
And now
bro.
it's like
100
in
songs.
files that are
Sorted out.
ingestible. So
Yeah.
I got to actually count it out.
Dude, and them songs. You could ask him because on Untitled, bro, it shows you who's been listening. Dude, the past 2 days, that's all I've been slapping, bro.
Yeah,
I damn near know your
Just
shit
yeah,
word for word.
No, I know
bro.
you do, bro. I've
Well,
seen.
and-
I get a notification every time.
man. And one
And how many
And you
times
know it's
I-
him.
Oh yeah.
that's listening.
Oh, that's
yeah.
funny.
At the
It's
moment
hilarious.
that they
Yeah,
click
he
it.
texted me. He's like, I was like, bro, I wasn't lying. I'm gonna slap all this shit. The thing that's really impressive too about that shows up in people pleasing, but also shows up in all those other tracks is the commitment to the subject matter of the song. I feel like nowadays it doesn't, especially in rap, like folks who are not like professional rappers.
It divots.
Dude, like you hear the songs about the same shit. It's
And even-
ass
even
and
a lot of the
lean.
professional
You know what I
ones.
mean? No, straight up,
It really
straight up,
like
bro.
the non-conceptual.
Straight
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like, dude, bro, I can only listen to so much Gunna in 21, bro. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, maybe if I'm at the gym, yeah, let's get after it. But like, all those songs that he has, everything on people pleasing, bro. It's every bar there's no bar that's wasted.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Every bar is intentional and tying back to the thesis of the song, to the thesis of the project. Dude, the Fifth Plane shit is, all the references to everything about planes you could ever think of, dude. Well, I don't want to spoil it, but
it's actually kind of crazy that you say that. Today, I was thinking about how subconsciously, ever since and I'm not gonna speak too much because again we're about to end, but ever since me and Darrell made the idea of the fifth plane. It's no point to even go into it because it's like a deep ass explanation. But I've had this asphyxiation of planes. And I just made another song called Astroplane with Cord Cole. Shout out Cord Cole, amazing singer. It's like, bro, I didn't even realize how many bars I had about airplanes or planes in general until today. I was like, yo, I've had years. I've had years.
I like planes.
Dude, I'm like, I think I like planes. I'm like, dude, I think I might have a stigmatism. I think I might have a little tizzy, brother.
Got a thing for planes. This man's gonna go home and turn on the movie Planes.
Yeah, facts.
He's gonna fly home.
Come to my crib and I have a whole bunch of those old school.
I'm weak, bro.
This was the C-137.
Got a whole history book on the Wright brothers just sitting in his room.
The Wright brothers.
The Wright brothers. Hey, shout out the Wright brothers. They're actually distant cousins of mine. Way off.
Yo, that's
distance,
crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, I didn't even put that together.
It's in me, not on me.
Crazy, bro.
Way different. Way distant.
That's fucking wild, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Nah,
I
bro.
freaking love you guys. You guys are
Man,
awesome.
it's love, bro.
You'll see this panel again.
Yeah, facts.
We gonna make sure. I'm serious about. I really want to get us three
In the veil, bro. For
try.
sure.
We gotta try to get Lotus on the show as well. I know we brought that up before. But my goodness, what an amazing way to end season 3.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
High spirits.
I
I feel great right now.
feel amazing. Shout out to everybody that's watching.
Man.
Shout out again to Brandon. Shout out to the whole editing team. Shout out again to all of the Bay Area artists that we just shouted out a second ago, and us in the room because we all Bay Area artists right here. You know what I'm saying?
And shout out to you if you listen to our damn music, man.
Come on.
And shout out to you.
Your mama love you.
Shout out to you if you listen to the music. Shout out to you if you like and share the content.
Facts.
Shout because it's free.
Facts.
And we don't ever put nobody in the headlock to do it.
Facts.
So
Maybe a
shout out.
Twice.
Some
You know who you
people
are.
Some people deserve.
And I
probably.
got that like.
I got that comment. Some people deserve to get put in a headlock, you know.
Facts.
But shout out, no, on the serious note, shout out to y'all just supporting us. You know, hopefully, God knows it's my prayer. One day we gonna look back at moments like this and be like, we kept it going.
We
now
doing
look
it.
where we
G.O.D.
at.
We doing it.
Now look
On
where we
G.O.D.
at. Links
Come
in
on.
the description for everything. If anything that we've talked about is out by the time this episode comes out, I will make sure that links are in the descriptions to all of it. Links to their music, links to the tape People Pleasing, links to all of our socials. I'm going to include Brandon in there. Shout out Brandon again. Shout out the whole editing team.
Fact.
Freaking any last words? Any last
Hey,
words? before
love
I sign this
yourself,
off?
love your mama, and God first on G.O.D.
And stop people pleasing.
Stop people pleasing.
Love yourself.
Come
Love
on. Trust yourself.
Straight up.
yourself.
Straight up.
Straight up.
That's all I got, man. Love y'all, man. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
We can cut it, man.
Yeah, it's
For
good.
sure. For sure. That's been Unrehearsed Season 3 finale.
Over with.
We'll be back.
Oh,
But now I got to go drop an album. Let's go. It doesn't end for me.